This will be a mini-doc regarding Roman architecture, where we will go in depth on the Pantheon, Roman forums, Roman apartments, and the Pisa Baptistry.
Hadrian's Pantheon has captured the attention of many architects. This building was constructed between 27 BC and 14 AD and is the most completely preserved building of the imperial Roman capital. This building was originally built to be the temple to the Roman gods, but over time has become a church. This building consists of a 150-foot wide dome that was unmatched for well over a millennium and not substantially surpassed until the adoption of steel and reinforced concrete in the modern era. It has walls that are 20 feet thick so it can support the dome, and if you look at the ceiling, you noticed it has coffers. These coffers are made out of a different material than what the walls are made out of. The ceiling is made out of pumice stone instead of concrete like the rest of the walls are made out of. This makes me wonder, why did they use pumice instead of concrete like the rest of the building, and why use coffers? Are these coffers just a decorative piece to the design? Upon further research, I found these coffers make it so that the ceiling is not too heavy. These coffers are made out of pumice stone. They are made into coffers because the dome needs to be lighter and the walls need to get thinner as you go up to the top or the center of the dome. They also did not use just coffers and pumice stone to make it lighter. Some bricks they used were hollow. These important techniques are some of the reasons why it did not collapse and it is still standing today.
The Roman Forum played a large role in the lives of people living in ancient Rome. Dr. Jeffrey Becker explains, the heart of ancient Rome, the Forum Romanum, was the monumental center of religious, political, and social life. The Forum was the key political, ritual, and civic center. One could find just about any and every kind of person, from criminals and hustlers to politicians and prostitutes. The Roman Forum was a gathering place for all the people living in Rome, which influenced the daily lives of ancient Romans.
Roman apartment blocks, or insula, are very similar to modern apartments or dormitories, despite existing around 2,000 years ago. Insula are high-rise buildings that have smaller units or subdivisions in the buildings, called medianum and synaculum. Medianum are central halls or rooms which connect to other rooms, and synaculum are the smaller rooms inside the insula. Roman insula highlighted the prowess of ancient Roman architecture, but also showed hazards and risks associated with high-rising buildings, such as fire hazards, which are common in ancient Rome, as well as a lack of concern with living conditions inside of these often cramped building structures. Plebeians who were better off financially lived on the lower floors, while poor plebeians often lived on the cramped higher floors.
The Pisa Baptistry of St. John, which is the largest baptistry in Italy, is located in front of the cathedral and Pisa Tower. The cathedral, with the baptistry in front of it, were usually arranged in ancient Rome, and the arrangement symbolizes a kind of religious and civic center part of the city. Baptistry was a very important building because it was the place where baptisms were performed, and people through baptism were welcomed into the Christian community of the city. The construction of the building started in 1153 in order to replace an old baptistry and completed in 1363. The building, which is almost 55 meters high, is constructed of marble. The outside of the building contains different architectural styles, with Italian Romanesque style in the lower section and typical sign of Gothic style in the upper levels.